Africa, despite having contributed the least to global warming, is the most vulnerable region to climate change and climate variability.
The African region is vastly understudied, and many countries in Africa have agriculture-dominated economies. So developing our understanding of climate to then understand how climate change will affect this region is very important, and climate models are the main tools for developing this understanding.
In my village, we farm to get food from one season to another. So over time, we have increased frequency of failure of the seasons, and the crops actually they used to grow, they are no longer surviving.
Our ability to predict future climate is completely dependent on our understanding of past and current climate.
Not all mechanisms that drive the climate system can be observed, and climate modeling helps us to have a deeper understanding of these mechanisms.
The aim is to be able to represent these processes in the Earth system and then to be able to experiment with those.
The climate model is a mathematical representation of the Earth system, and through the knowledge we gain from those models, it allows us to understand how changes such as climate change, increasing temperatures, and increases in carbon dioxide will affect climate in the future.
The LaunchPAD project follows on from many other brilliant projects within the Future Climate for Africa consortium, and we are seeking to launch a climate model evaluation hub for Africa. We're kind of doing the behind the scenes work to try and improve climate model information for decision making. So we have this fellowship program for 10 early career researchers. LaunchPAD brings together climate modelling expertise from the UK with regional climate expertise in Southern, East, Central and West Africa. And I think this has worked really well because we have this big team which allows us to learn both across different career stages and different levels of experience, and also across different regions. One of the things that's been really nice about having a Pan-African project is that we are together really learning about how these processes interact.
I'm one of 10 fellows, and each fellow focuses on a specific climate system or process over Africa. My work in LaunchPAD focuses on tropical cyclones, and specifically it focuses on how the resolution of a climate model affects that model's ability to simulate tropical cyclone activity.
I'm working on land-atmosphere interactions. With the change of land use, the land surface interactions bring out different climate responses in different regions. Over the higher latitudes, deforestation results to a decrease in temperature, while the same scenario of deforestation will lead to temperature increase over the tropical regions.
My study was about how the Gulf of Guinea sea surface temperature anomalies influences rainfall extreme indices over West Africa. We know the agriculture sector, which is the backbone of Africa, we depend on rain-fed agriculture. And when there are floods, it affects the productivity of crops. So hence, there is a need to really investigate how these things occur and the methods we can put in place to adapt or mitigate them.
My goal in this in the project is to bring a better understanding on the representation of the African easterly jet components and their associated dynamic in climate models.
I've been focusing on the representation of the Mozambique Channel Trough, and it is known to modulate the rainfall over southeastern Africa. The 10 fellows in LaunchPAD are focusing on different mechanisms. So it's really like a piece of puzzle that I'm bringing into the whole mechanisms.
I really like the way everyone came on board to say what he or she is doing, and I really learned a lot there. I've met a lot of people who really helped me by sharing the knowledge that they have, and it has really helped.
at the workshop, being able to present my research to leaders in climate science from the University of Oxford, the Met Office, and universities all over Africa was really an incredible opportunity.
I had access to computing resources using Jasmine, the UK's supercomputer, and also in terms of capacity building, LaunchPAD has given us a leap forward in terms of achieving our thesis objectives, publications, and also networking.
As an early career researcher, the LaunchPAD project has appeared as a good opportunity for me to share my results with these researchers and also to get input on how to move forward.
Taught us first to identify the kind of research question that we want to focus on. So it's not only about coding, it's not only about evaluation, but the first important question was, what kind of scientific question do you want to focus on?
LaunchPAD was probably the best opportunity I've had in my life, and I've learned so much over such a short period of time, more than I thought I could.
So for me, there is an urgent need to sustain initiative within the region to develop climate studies and to share the needs and results of researchers in the region with other researchers, or bring together African researchers with model developers from Europe.
I encourage all ladies to be interested in being in the climate science field. You have the ability to do it. As a woman, nothing should prevent you. You have all the qualities and abilities to excel in this field. As the guys are doing it, we can also do it.
I hope there will be more African early career scientists to benefit from a program like LaunchPAD. The more we dive deeper in investigating different processes that may be important for the climate of Africa, and understand why climate models do or do not represent some key processes, the more we can improve the modeling of African climate.
So I think now we need to keep these collaborations going so that we can continue connecting climate modelling, which largely happens outside of Africa, with regional climate expertise in Africa. And I'm really grateful to everyone involved in the project and to the funders for giving us the flexibility to make this happen. And it will be fantastic if we can continue such collaborations in future.